Let's go ahead and talk about Bartlett's Basket. And before I get into the astrology of it, please know I am not a pop astrologer, though I do love pop culture. I tap into future consciousness to help you show up here and now, and I've been studying astrology since I was 4 years old. And so, yes, it does seem like every week there's some kind of new astrological happenstance, and that is just how 2026 is wired. Planets are doing things that have never been done in our lifetime before, and coinciding with that, we can start to sense that life really doesn't feel like it's ever felt like before. So it makes sense that the planets are also doing new things. And if the planets are doing new things, maybe we take that as a sign to start doing new things ourselves. Okay, so this basket, it's actually my dog's basket. This isn't Bartlett's. That would be pretty awesome if I inherited his basket. Let me show you the real basket. I confirm I'm not a basket case in sharing this. Now, the basket was something discovered by the late French astrologer Audrey Bartlett. And what he noticed was that 4 planets would be coming together: Pluto in Aquarius, Jupiter in Leo, Uranus in Gemini, and Neptune in Aries. Specifically, they would all be coming together at 4 degrees at the end of July of 2026. Now, the peak of this will be July 20th. However, it will really get its footing once Mercury goes direct on July 23rd. We get deeper into Leo season and we hit the first week of August 5th. That's when you're really going to start to see it implemented. The way that they're coming together is considered harmonious. They're making a lot of sextiles, which I always say is when 2 planets are making a sexy pairing with each other. And then there's also trining, which is really juicy and things coming together in a really bright, brilliant way. Essentially, we have Pluto making a sextile to Neptune, Neptune making a sextile to Uranus, which is making a sextile to Jupiter. Jupiter is opposing Pluto, so that's a little interesting there. Then we have Pluto making a trine to Uranus. Jupiter is also making a trine to Neptune. So when these all come together, what they're basically saying is it's time for a fresh start. It's time for you to decide what you want to fill your basket with. Or do you want it to be full of dog toys? Is that what your life has come to? Or are you going to say, you know what? My dog will figure it out. I'm getting rid of all of this and I want to start fresh. I want to have an open, clear basket so that I can continue with the life that I truly want to live. We are in such a reset period. Timelines are collapsing. Timelines are recalibrating. They're resetting. People are doing things that feel so out of character right now. You may be feeling that yourself. You may be feeling like, I just totally want to walk away from this, or I never knew it could be so easy to leave this relationship, or I'm putting in my notice. It's time for me to move. I need to go on a road trip and clear my head. I just need some time to myself. I need to clean out my pantry for the first time in the whole span of living in this house. But it's bigger than that, because what all of these things are leading you to is the way that you identify to yourself as a human on this journey. That is what is alchemizing. That is what the opportunity is giving us within this cycle, because later in the month, we're going to have the nodes shift for 18 months. The collective node will be Aquarius and Leo. Then we're going to move into eclipse season. This is go in retrograde, because again, all of this is saying, hey, are you willing to look at life differently? Are you willing to look at life without the lens of what the outside world told you life had to be? And that's why we're seeing all of this like astonishing, game-changing moments. That's why we're just willing to walk away or break it all down, because we're just like, yeah, that doesn't serve me, or that doesn't feel like the truth. And so we're going to see more and more truths come out with the full moon that we're having at the end of the month in Aquarius. That's also going to illuminate more for you. I am telling you, these next 6 weeks are literally about seeing your life clearly. But you have to be honest with yourself about it. Yes, this is harmonious. Yes, this is sexy. But we know that even really juicy relationships need a little bit of tweaking, need a little bit of time to get to know one another. But really, what you need to do now is clean out your basket. You don't need this stuff. Let it be empty and let yourself be in the stillness. Try not to refill your life with distractions, scrolling, numbing yourself out. Instead, be present for life. Go for a walk, move your body, cook more, join a writing club, do things that feel a little bit more experiential as opposed to living your life based on this dynamic. Another thing that's interesting to note with it happening in 4 degrees, this kicked off during Cancer season. What is Cancer? The 4th sign of the zodiac. What does 4 represent? Foundation, home, our heart, angels. It's a time to believe in magic. It's a time to take a chance on yourself. It's a time to reinvest in the best things happening for you. And yes, there might be some tension with that. There may be some sticky points. And at the same time, if you release that tightness, that grip, if you don't feel like you have to do everything on your own, you're going to be really surprised in what could happen. We're entering into a space where we're going to see in the next 2 years where energy and the unseen begin to become leading forces, where manifestation isn't really this hack anymore, but it's just a way of being. But it starts with you taking ownership of that here and now and making the changes that you need to make. Another thing that Bartlett noticed with all of this and why he really liked 2026 is every couple of months we've had this really cool wave. So it started in February. February, we had the Year of the Horse initiate with the new moon solar eclipse that happened in Aquarius. Shortly after, we had the Saturn-Neptune conjunction happen in Aries. Then 2 months later, we had the new moon in Aries stellium, where we had 7 freaking planets in Aries. Now, here we are just a couple months later from that, and we have another big transit happening coinciding this time with a full moon that will follow. So essentially what this is all saying is take ownership. You are the leader of your life. You are the creator. You are the magician. You are the one holding way more power than you've ever given yourself credit for because you were told that you weren't supposed to. Well, guess what? You are now. You're in charge now. And the way that things are going to move forward with you in charge are going to be so much freaking better. But you have to let yourself, you have to believe in yourself, you have to rally around support that makes you trust in what you're doing and who you are. The more that you can anchor into that, the more you start to see your outer world show more evidence of that. Keep going. You got this.